Assalamu alaikum, dear students. We have discussed in part 1 about the change in quantity demanded, and now we will discuss the change in demand. See, the change in demand refers to increase or decrease in quantity demanded of a commodity in response to change in other determinants of the demand other than price of the same commodity. And it's expressed so shift in demand curve, forward shift and forward shift or backward shift in demand curve, right? Now see, in this case, the entire demand curve shifts either upward or downward. This type of change takes place when quantity demanded change due to change in factors other than own price of the commodity, such as change in income, fashion, etc. You see, when due to change in these other factors demand falls, it's called decrease in demand. And when demand rises, it's called increase in demand. Okay, so increase or decrease in demand is caused by change in factors other than price of the commodity. Now we will study increase in demand with the help of table and figure. See, when more of a commodity is purchased at its existing price, it's a situation of increase in demand. It's illustrated in this table and in this figure. See, if we see this table, it shows the price of the commodity X in rupees and the quantity of demand of a commodity X in units. Now, you see, at initial stage when the price of the commodity is rupees 10 per unit, the quantity demanded of a commodity X is 20 units, right? Now, the price is same. The price is same. That means price does not change. The quantity demanded increases from 20 units to 30 units. This is called increase in demand. This is called increase in demand. You can also see in this figure, in this diagram, that when the price is rupees 10, the existing demand is 20 units. The existing demand is 20 units of a commodity, and it's shown with the demand curve D1 D1. Price is same. That means at the existing price, when the demand increases from 20 units to 30 units, the demand increases now from 20 units to 30 units. That means from A to B. So in this case, we can say this also increase in demand from D1 D1 to D2 D2. That means from 20 units to 30 units. So increase in demand refers to increase in quantity demanded, refers to increase in quantity demand of a commodity at its existing price, at its existing price. And here the existing price is rupees 10. First, the quantity demanded is 20 units. Now the quantity demanded is 30 units. So at the existing price, increase in demand refers to increase in quantity demanded of a commodity, right? Diagrammatically, we can also say that it means a forward shift in demand curve. It means a forward shift in demand curve from D1 D1 to D2 D2, right? This is called increase in demand curve. I have discussed with you earlier that there are various causes of increase in demand, right? Uh, like there is an increase in demand when the income of the consumer increases. This is one of the reason of this is one of the reason of increase in demand, one of the causes of increase in demand. The second is when the price of the substitute goods increases, and the third one is when the price of the complementary goods fall. In that case also there is increase in demand. uh, we can also see one more example I can give you. When the taste of the consumer shifts in favor of the commodity due to change in fashion or climate, then there is also increase in demand. uh, we can also say there is increase in number of consumers, and when the income of the consumer is expected to increase in near future, then at that time also this time also there is increase in demand. So these are some of the causes of increase in demand. Now we will discuss the decrease in demand with the help of table and figure. In this table 2 and in this figure 2, you see, when less of a commodity is purchased at its existing price, it's the situation of decrease in demand. It's the situation of decrease in demand, and it's illustrated in this table 2 and in this diagram too. Now you see, in this table, when the price of the commodity X is rupees 10 per unit, the quantity demand is 30 units. The quantity demand is 30 units. The price is still same, the 10 units. The quantity demanded decrease from 30 to 20 units. At the existing price of rupees 10 per unit, the quantity demanded now decreased from 30 units to 20 units. This is the case of decrease in demand. This is the case of decrease in demand. This is caused by change in determinants other than own price of the commodity. You can also see in this figure that at the existing price rupees 10, and the price of the commodity, when the price of the commodity is rupees 10, the quantity demanded is 30 units. The quantity demand is 30 units. Now the price is still same, the quantity demand decreases. The quantity demand decreases from 30 to 20 units. So there is a backward shift in demand curve. It shows the backward shift in demand curve from D1 to D2 D2. There is a backward shift in demand curve. We can say the decrease in demand is indicated by a shift in demand curve to the left, which is also called a backward shift in the demand curve. This figure shows that the demand curve shifting from D1 T1 to D2 D2 when the consumer decides to buy only 20 units instead of 30 units, even when the price of the commodity remains same at rupees 10 per unit. The consumer shifts from point A on demand curve D1 to point B on demand curve D2 D2. This is called decrease in demand. Now you see, there are various causes of decrease in demand. Uh, some important causes of decrease in demand are when the income of the consumer falls. It may be one of the cause of decrease in demand. uh, or we can say when the price of the substitute goods decreases, also one of the cause of decrease in demand. You see, when the price of the complementary goods increases, it's also one of the cause. Yeah, or we can say when the taste of the consumer shifts against the commodity due to change in fashion or climate, this is also the cause of decrease in demand. Or we can say when the price of the commodity is expected to decrease in the near future, in that case also there is decrease in demand. Or we can say the decrease in the number of consumers, and when the income of the consumer is expected to fall in near future, So these are some of the reasons of decrease in demand. So we can say that decrease in demand refers to decrease in quantity demand of a commodity at existing price, or diagrammatically it means a backward shift. It means a backward shift in demand curve from D1 to D2. Thank you very much.